Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's sobering news. His grade is D. With this guy, it's best to stay away. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is the type who will quietly work hard at his job, sticking to routines and following instructions, but he's unlikely to rise far on his own. He doesn't enjoy speaking up or pushing himself forward, so higher positions that need leadership or bold decisions may feel out of reach for him. He is steady and reliable, but not someone who will climb high up the career ladder.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is likely to feel stressed and may struggle to bounce back quickly. Instead of facing problems head on, he might withdraw, keep quiet, or even avoid dealing with the situation altogether. Emotional outbursts or sudden mood swings can happen if he feels cornered.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He may find it hard to be well liked at work, as he can come off as blunt or careless with words. Because he doesn't put effort into being polite or understanding others' feelings, people might see him as unfriendly or even rude. Often, he may end up feeling alone at work with only a few friends or none at all.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he is more likely to feel uneasy or even insecure instead of proud. He might not openly talk about his feelings, but you'll notice him pulling away, being silent, moody, or less supportive than you hoped. You might face cold reactions or small arguments when you share your success.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you start earning more than him, chances are he will feel uncomfortable and may even secretly resent it. He won't say much, but you might notice him getting distant or showing signs of frustration. He could avoid talking about money or your success and at times act grumpy without explaining why.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is someone who takes money matters seriously and tends to handle it with care. He prefers to stick to a routine, plan ahead, and isn't likely to waste money on things he doesn't need. He likes everything in order, so unexpected expenses or last minute splurges make him feel anxious.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to act richer than he is. You won't see him showing off or buying things just to impress others. There's little danger of him getting into debt just for appearances.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He tends to be quite tight with both money and his way of thinking. Sharing, either emotionally or financially, doesn't come easily for him. Acts of kindness or generous surprises are not his style. He sticks to what is necessary, nothing extra.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more likely to be controlling and keep things about money to himself rather than be open and honest. If you ask him about expenses or plans, his answers might be short or unclear, and he could make decisions without telling you first. Sometimes his strict ways with money can make you feel like you're asking for too much.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe that certain roles and routines should be strictly followed, which often means thinking housework is not really his job. He may expect you to handle most chores while he sticks to his own tasks or focuses only on work outside the house. If equal teamwork at home is important to you, this could leave you feeling exhausted and unappreciated.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to stand by and watch rather than roll up his sleeves and pitch in. You might find him helping by giving advice or pointing out what needs to be done, but rarely actually doing it himself. When it comes to diapers, cooking, or cleaning, he will often leave these jobs to you, sometimes finding excuses or drifting away when you need real help.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues to prove he's right rather than really trying to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he may quickly jump in with his own point of view, sometimes interrupting or raising his voice. This can leave you feeling unheard and frustrated because real conversations often turn into small battles.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can lose control and say hurtful things or act in a way that feels aggressive. Respect often goes out the window in those heated moments, and his words or tone can sting deeply. You might experience shouting, harsh remarks, or even see him storming off without caring how you feel.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly and finds it hard to control his temper. Small problems can set him off, leading to shouting, harsh words, or sudden silences that may last a long time. If you find yourself ignoring these warning signs or hoping he'll change, please pause and reflect.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and rarely takes responsibility for his actions. When something goes wrong, you'll often find him blaming you or coming up with excuses instead of looking at his own part in the problem. This kind of behavior can be draining and leave you feeling unsupported.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle to fully respect your boundaries, especially if it means putting your needs ahead of his own wishes. When you say no or ask for space, he might not listen right away or could become upset, pressuring you or making you feel guilty for saying no. At times, he may try to argue or test your limits instead of backing off gracefully.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding your feelings, he may get upset or act distant, making you feel guilty or pressured. He might not ask what's wrong or how you're feeling, and instead, he may see your no as a rejection of him.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
It may be hard to trust him to handle your private moments with care. If there are problems or arguments, he might use things you shared in confidence to make you feel small or embarrassed. Instead of keeping special moments safe, he could bring them up later in fights or hold them against you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is someone who can be easily distracted by other women and may not always stay faithful. Even if you're together, you might notice him looking around or being friendly in a way that feels uncomfortable. Remember, faithfulness is about respect and loyalty, qualities you deserve every day in a relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to act over possessive, showing signs of jealousy, control, or constant suspicion. He may question where you go, who you talk to, or try to limit your choices without trusting you. Remember, love should make you feel safe and free, not trapped by someone's fears or doubts.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what looks like a protective nature is really about wanting control. He may say he's looking out for you, but it often leads to telling you what to do, where to go, or even who you can meet. This can make you feel small or trapped rather than loved and cared for.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He's not someone who naturally steps up to share all the responsibilities or sees raising children as a true partnership. It's important to think about whether this is the help and partnership you want for your family's future.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. He might raise his voice, say harsh things, or show anger openly, making the children feel scared or nervous. Patience and gentle handling are important, but he may struggle to offer them.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He may struggle to fully support your role as both a mother and your own person. He's focused on routines and what he expects. So it's possible he'll see you mostly in the role of caretaker and home manager, not recognize or encourage your personal goals and individual dreams. You deserve a partner who values every part of you, not just the roles you play at home, but also your unique self and wishes.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might seem supportive of your career at first, but could later ask you to quit once you have a child. He believes in sticking to traditional roles and routines, so he may expect you to focus fully on being a mother and keeping the house in order. This shift can leave you feeling stuck or tricked, with your dreams put on hold.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He's more likely to just act polite on the surface with your parents rather than showing real warmth or building a close bond. While he may do what is expected, greet them, help out when necessary, and avoid open disrespect, his efforts may feel formal and distant. Genuine caring or friendly gestures might be rare, and your parents could sense that he's keeping a certain distance. He is the type who will expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He can lose his temper quickly and may react sharply, saying things that add fuel to the fire instead of soothing tensions. This way of dealing with stress can create bigger gaps between you, him, and your family.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be modern and open with you when it's just the two of you, but expect you to act like a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. At home, he may seem relaxed or supportive, but when you're with his family, he will want you to follow old customs, respect elders, dress a certain way, and do what is expected. If you don't, he might quietly criticize or pressure you to change.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than openly support you. He struggles to handle disagreements, especially within the family, and may avoid the issue or expect you to adjust and keep the peace. When things get uncomfortable, you could feel alone or let down, as he won't be the one to stand up for you or defend your feelings.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
Yes, he definitely shows signs of being a mummy's boy. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he is very unlikely to take your side. He may avoid standing up for you, choosing to stay quiet or side with her even if you are hurt or in the right. This can make you feel unsupported and alone, especially during family problems.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share every detail of your fights and private life with his mother or sister. This means there will be little privacy between you, as family members end up knowing about your personal struggles and disagreements. A healthy partnership needs boundaries. If he breaks them, it's a warning sign to take seriously.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, based on all we know, this guy scores a D. I think it's just best to stay away. Being in a relationship with this man, day in and day out, often feels tiring and lonely. He's strict about routines, quick to get angry, and not quick to understand your feelings or offer support.